Hey, what's up Aquarius? This is April with astrolada.com and I am here with your September 2017 monthly horoscope. Thank you so much for watching and tuning in. Before we get started on your forecast, I just wanted to let you guys know about something special I have going on this month in September. I have a career webinar that I did with Astrolada herself, and since it's Virgo season and Virgo is a sign of work and jobs, we are offering it at a discount this month only. It's at $39. It's normally $49. So how can you find out what job is best for you, what career is best for you based on your birth chart? Well, this webinar will explain everything, okay? So there's a link below this video and also in the I button in the corner to where you can purchase and download this webinar. So I really hope you guys take advantage of that this month and that it's very helpful. Also, these videos, monthly videos, are general videos for everybody born under the same sun, moon, or rising sign. For you guys, it's Aquarius. But I also offer personal readings, personal horoscopes, personal career, love, natal chart readings, any type of reading that you would like. I do offer those, and my readers page on astrolada.com is below. The link for it is below this video and in the I button as well. So link up with me and we can get something going on Skype or a recorded reading as well. So now on to your September 2017 forecast. So Aquarians, this month in September, we've got most of the energy concentrated in the sign of Virgo. And for you guys, that means that the focus is going to be on intimate relationships, intimacy, and also financial matters. Financial matters that you have with other people. It can be dealing with loans, with taxes, with credit cards, with insurance, with joint finances that you have with a partner or a business partner. And it can also deal with conquering your fears. Ooh, a lot of heavy stuff, right? It's really not that bad, I promise. So how is it all going to affect you? What's the details? So let me get into those, okay? So first of all, we have on the 5th of September, Mars moving into the sign of Virgo. So when I was talking about this 8th house stuff, I mean the sign of Virgo is 8th from you, Aquarius. So whenever there's energy there, this is what's activated, what's happening, what's popping in your world. And for you guys, it's 8th house matters. So Mars being there, Mars is action, it's initiative, it is also anger and aggression sometimes too. And it's also your physical movement. So your physical energy, your drive is going to be aimed at conquering debts, okay? Number one, that's one of the things, okay? Because Mars, it is symbolized by a circle with an arrow. And that arrow points at what it wants and it obsessively and passionately goes after it, okay? And it's here to tackle problems too. That's what our Mars energy is for as well. So for you guys, it could be tackling debts that you have, paying off those loans, those credit cards, you know, paying back money that you borrowed from other people, not just institutions. Also, it could be you chasing after money that people owe to you, okay? Going after that stuff too. Could be Mars in the 8th. Also, you know, Mars's energy is passionate within itself, but the 8th house is very passionate as well. So you could be feeling physically very passionate towards intimacy, like with a partner, with another person, which can be, you know, that could be pretty nice for some of you guys. So if you need more passion in your relationship, Mars in the 8th will definitely help you with that. The 8th house can also rule deeply rooted fears that we have, and it can also rule fears that are associated with traumas that we experienced at some point in our lives. So when Mars is here, this is a time to really tackle those too and conquer them. Whatever it is that you believe in that helps do that, definitely do that, Aquarius, this month. This can mean maybe going to seek out therapy of some sort, whether you believe in traditional therapy like psychotherapy, or, you know, seeing a psychiatrist, a psychologist, some sort of counselor, or if it's through, you know, any other means. Like some people do Reiki, they do past life regressions, the list goes on and on. It could be more occult stuff if you believe in that. So yes, it's really about tackling a lot of stuff this month. The 6th of September, that day is pretty interesting. Why is that? Well, first of all, we have Mercury going back into the sign of Leo. Well, it already went back there like on the 1st of September. And on the 6th, it's going to be going direct, okay? That means it was retrograde, it was in Virgo, then it went back into Leo, and now it's sitting here stationed, and it's going to go direct, 28 degrees of Leo. But why is this unique though? It's because this is the point of the eclipse. Last month, there was a solar eclipse on August 21st at 28 degrees of Leo, the same degree, okay? So I don't think it's a coincidence, because the universe, there's no coincidences here. This is something that is going to be brought back to your attention, brought back to your, to the forefront with whatever the eclipse brought to you. And for you guys, that's your 7th house. That's relationships, that's partnerships. So this can mean, you guys may have had, during Mercury retrograde, you may have had some old love relationships from the past come up, try to contact you, come up in memory and in thought, for example. And now this is like, it's time to move forward with things. So this could be some of you guys making a decision when it comes to getting back with an ex, for example, or making a decision to go in a more permanent direction with a new love interest, or a different direction with an existing relationship. Okay, so this is what that Mercury transit's going to do. Now, it's only going to be in Leo for a few days, and it's still in its shadow period, so just really keep that in mind. That means you still have to be cautious with things, okay? It's going to be in shadow until about the 20th of September. But yeah, it's time to move forward with relationship stuff, with Mercury now, moving direct in the sign of Leo for a few days. Now, also on the 6th, we have a full moon in the sign of Pisces. So this is interesting because this moon is conjunct Neptune. And Neptune, it rules Pisces. It rules the same things Pisces rules, which are, like dreamy spiritual things, for example. It could be a dissolvement of something too. But this full moon is happening for Aquarians in your 2nd house. Okay, so we've got the moon conjunct Neptune in your 2nd house of earned income, and we've got the sun in Virgo in your 8th house. Mars is also hanging out in that 8th house too. Okay, so this could be a few things. This could be you trying to tackle some debts, and that way you can move along with saving money, which is the 2nd house, gathering your resources together, conserving them. This could be maybe you were having some sort of supplementary income, some sort of passive income, and that's the 8th house. And now it's time for you to cut off that source of income, or it may be cut off, in some kind of way by someone other than you. And now you have to work. You actually have to work at a job. You have to sustain your own income, sustain your money. But also, what's interesting about Neptune in the 2nd house, you guys have had it there since, I believe, about 2012 is when it entered the sign of Pisces. And Aquarians could be known for being very cold and stiff. You guys don't really like to display a lot of messy emotions. You're more logical. However, it doesn't mean that Aquarians don't have a heart. It doesn't mean you guys cannot be kind, selfless people at times. Neptune transiting your 2nd house can definitely make you a selfless person. Okay, this can mean that sometimes, because the 2nd house is also your self-worth, and you can kind of let other people dissolve and give away or take away your self-worth and your self-value. And this can also mean your resources. People can drain you of your money and your resources, Aquarius, with Neptune here. So with the full moon on Neptune there, this can mean telling somebody who maybe has been mooching off of you, no, it's time to cut this off. It's time to let it go. You need to earn your own money, okay? Or you're like, I need to finally take care of me and my own resources and stuff. So yeah, I'm cutting you off, So there's a few different scenarios that can happen, or it could be maybe you get a new job, you get a raise, you get a boost in your income, and in return, it can affect the money that you share with a partner, which is the 8th house. On the 10th of September, we have Mercury going direct in the sign of Virgo. So now you can proceed, or begin to proceed, because it's still in shadow, okay? With 8th house matters when it comes to mercurial tasks, managing, organizing, making lists of things, getting things in order, all of that stuff is Mercury. So when it comes to joint finances, definitely time to get them in order. When it comes to any type of passive income that you have to deal with, whether separating it or receiving it, it's time to start getting that in order. This can also mean, you know, those talks about intimacy. You can start to get those going again and proceed with whatever you plan to do to better that part of your life. On the 19th, we have Venus moving into the sign of Virgo. So we've already had the Sun and Mars in Virgo hanging out in your 8th house along with Mercury. And those energies are more masculine and all about, like, you know, power and strength and getting things done. And then Venus comes into the 8th house. She's like, hey guys, what's up? What's going on in here? You know, how can we get this party going? Just kidding. No, but she does sweeten up the energy there. She does soften things. And if there was any conflict that had to do with money or finances, joint finances, then Venus entering here can maybe help to smooth things out if there was any disagreements or misunderstandings. But Venus in the 8th can also help in the intimacy department, definitely, because she is all about, you know, the 5 senses and enjoyment of life. So enjoyment of intimacy with someone, she can definitely step in and help you out. Also, if you want to maybe receive gifts from people or receive money from other people, or finally, you know, maybe you applied for some sort of loan or something. Now with Venus here, she's a benefic, a more positive energy. Maybe you will have better luck with receiving some of that income. On the 20th, we have a new moon in the sign of Virgo. And this is at 27 degrees of Virgo, and this lands in your 8th house. So this is the sun and the moon, you know, a maternal energy, a paternal energy coming together. They birth something brand new for you. They set the ground to be fertile for planting some new seeds for new beginnings. So this could be a new beginning in intimacy within a partnership, or getting to know somebody new on a more intimate level. This can also be, hey, if you wanted a new way of earning a passive income, for example, that can mean maybe getting involved in something online to where you just generate money, it just comes in. You guys, Aquarians, are like the kings and queens of the internet, okay? So I'm sure you guys can find some really cool internet business opportunities to generate some money without having to put in a whole bunch of work. It's like it works smarter and not harder. It works for itself, you know? So stuff like that is an example, but you can have a brand new, you know, venture that you proceed with after this new moon. And remember that a few days after the new moon is the better time to kind of start growing these ideas, because the moon will be growing. When it's the full moon, it's dark in the sky, it's invisible, you can't see it. Then when it starts growing, that means the sliver of the moon is able to be seen. Then your plans can start to move forward, you know. So it's definitely a good time to start anew with 8th house matters. So once again, that could be joint finances, intimacy, getting rid of and tackling your old fears that you may have, and also maybe starting on a new way to earn a little bit more extra money. On the 22nd, we have the sun moving into Libra, and for you guys, this is your 9th house. So this is complementary to you guys, Aquarius, because this is an air sign, you're an air sign. Anytime any planets move into an air sign, it's a boost in energy and vitality for you. So 9th house is such a relief when it comes to getting energy out of the 8th house, because the 8th house could be kind of dark and murky sometimes, you know, and very highly, deeply emotional. And I know Aquarians, you guys are allergic to that emotion stuff, right? You guys are just like, no, I want to be the blank emoji face with no mouth, okay? I don't want to feel anything. Just kidding. You know, but still, the 9th house energy is more optimistic. It's more of a faith in a brighter day and looking forward to things and saying, you know what, life hands me lemons, I'm gonna make some lemonade and it's gonna be extra sweet, okay? I'm gonna make life good no matter what's going on in my life. So that's the energy of the 9th house. It's also exploration of the world, which I'm sure you Aquarians would love too. Like getting out and traveling, doing something to further your mind, educating yourself, whether that's going to school or whether that's working under a guru, or whether that is just reading a whole lot of books and information. Now remember, Jupiter is still here in the sign of Libra. And it's going to be here until October. So this is kind of like sneak preview into October. Other planets are going to move into Libra. Jupiter is going to leave Libra. And Jupiter is the planet of greater opportunity and expansion and growth. So have you been utilizing its energy wisely? Because Jupiter's transits last only a year, and they come back around only once every 12 years or so. So think back to 12 years ago. What were you doing? What opportunities came to you, if you were old enough to remember, that is? Did you have some sort of further advancement within education or training or goals? You know, what was going on during that time, Aquarius? Or did you get a chance to travel somewhere really far away and exciting and maybe like learn some new things? So all of that stuff could be repeated. Of course, not exactly the same because you are a little older and wiser now, but you know, it's those types of things that are going to be brought to the forefront with Jupiter here. So you only have a small window of time left to do something, to go back to school, to travel far away and really enjoy that to the fullest. All right, so that is it, Aquarius. I really appreciate you guys tuning in, and I really hope this gave you some insight into this coming month. And don't forget to check out my career webinar on astrolada.com. It is discounted this month, and this month only in September. And also go check out my readers page where you can schedule a reading with me. So you can contact me there, and then I will get back to you via email. We will schedule a Skype or recorded reading about career, love, anything that you want to talk about astrologically. Okay, so take care of yourselves, Aquarius. I'll see you guys in October.